Magic, love, tender.
Hello everyone, this is Joycelyn here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making this soft, fluffy and delicious bread. In Ghana we call this butter bread, but in Nigeria it's popularly known as Agege bread. This is a perfect homemade recipe that is absolutely amazing. So with all that being said, let's get right into the video. For our wet ingredients, we're going to need 1 large egg at room temperature, 130 grams of lukewarm water, 40 grams of butter, and 65 grams of evaporated milk. For our dry ingredients, we're going to be needing 400 grams of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of salt, 25 grams of sugar, and 8 grams of yeast. So convert the flour into a large mixing bowl and then add in your salt and nutmeg, mixing gently until everything is well combined. Next, you want to add in your sugar, yeast, give it a very good stir until everything is well combined. And then we're going to whisk in our egg. The egg acts as a binding agent to bring the ingredients together and also gives it the perfect, rich taste. At this point, we add in our evaporated milk and butter. The milk makes a softer crust at the end that will brown more quickly due to the sugar and fat in it, which will make it so yummy and delicious. After this, you're going to be adding in your lukewarm water a little bit at a time. Don't go too fast with this because you don't want to drown your dough mix with water. Go slowly as you can. Now we're going to begin the kneading process. Prep the work surface, sprinkle with a little bit of flour, and let's start kneading. To knead, you want to grab the side of the dough furthest away from you and fold it in half towards you. Place the heels of both hands on top of the dough and use your body weight to push the dough into itself. Repeat this process several times for about 10 to 15 minutes. This is a very good way to exercise your biceps and a perfect way to release that stress. As you can see, I'm really working those muscles onto this dough, activating the gluten because that's what we need to bake this bread. Add a little flour if needed, but you don't want to add so much or you throw off the balance of your flour, yeast, salt, water, and other ingredients in this recipe. So we're gonna keep repeating this process, turning, kneading until the dough is smooth, silky, and elastic like so. Ooh. Get a large bowl, oil the sides very well to keep the dough from sticking. Cover it up and keep it in a warm place for about 30 minutes to double in size. After 30 minutes, our dough is well risen in size. We're gonna go in now with our fingers to deflate it. Sprinkle our work surface again with a little bit of flour. Convert the dough right back onto it and knead it one more time for about 10 minutes before converting it into our baking pan. Now we're gonna get a rolling pin to smoothen the dough and roll gently. This bread recipe calls for a bread pan with a lid at the top. Again, you want to grease the sides of your pan to prevent the dough from sticking. Convert the dough into the pan, cover it up, and leave it to rise in a warm place for about 30 minutes. At this point, our bread has risen beautifully. Now let's get baking. Now we're gonna let our bread bake for about 160 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes. Now guys, our bread is done baking. It's time for the big reveal. Drum roll please. Ta-da! This is the perfect bread for breakfast. In Ghana, we love to enjoy this with butter, but I know in Nigeria, they eat this with beans. My husband is Nigerian, and let me tell you this, he loves this bread recipe. The butter and milk combination gives it this soft, fluffy, rich, and milky taste that melts in your mouth that you can't resist. So guys, I hope you try this bread recipe out. Like, share with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe and hit on the bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Bye bye.